All right, so we're gonna talk about postural neutral, which is a good curve of the back, bracing those muscles. Whatever we do for stability, we wanna maintain that. So sometimes we can test that in therapy. One of the good ways to test that strength, and we can strengthen in this position here. So brace core here, we teach you how to maintain that position. From that position, you can expand on the exercises. So see if you can maintain it with marching up and down, which makes it more difficult to maintain that position. And you can add to that by doing the opposite arm and leg at the same time. So the essence of a stability program is being able to keep your lumbar pelvic or your spine and your pelvis stable while you move at the extremities. You could expand that on the table and get in a position of hands and knees, where you still try to find that stable position and brace it, tightening those stomach muscles, bracing them in as you go, and you could do that same thing. And you could alternate between one arm and the other to be able to keep that stability. So you're cultivating stability on a table, or what we call open chain positioning, and you want to do that before you progress to standing stability. And then standing stability, you could do the same thing over here. If you stand to the side right there, is being able to, ideally by a countertop or something, you could do that same kind of thing, try to keep that stability on one side. And in therapy, we have a lot of tricks and tools where you could adjust that and do that going from a step and back down. So this step is not stable, it's got a cushion to it, which makes you have to really concentrate a little bit more on keeping that stability. So not all steps are nice and flat. Sometimes it's cobblestone or not very stable. This is a good way to build up that stability. You can expand that further. You can walk around here and work on where you're trying to keep yourself stable while there's something pulling against you, right? Where the cable's trying to pull you, and you're not trying to let that happen. You're trying to keep yourself nice and stable while you pull. You can use that stability also in a standing position where you're trying to be stable as you go. Again, making sure you have good, stable trunk as you go. You can do that from various positions. And back down. You could also, go ahead and stand over there, pushing, same thing, stable, bracing that spine, and while you push, you could work one leg out and then in. Again, the extremities are moving while you're trying to keep that degree of stability. Why do we need stability? We gotta keep our balance, not be able to lose it, and sometimes keep yourself stable while you pick things up. So this is called a farmer's carry. You can watch it, you can just kind of film me as I go. But keeping that spine stable as we're just working on keeping that back good. Walk around the bike so you can see. And then of course you could do that, switch sides, same thing on the other side. Good, so these are all examples of a progressive stability program. Okay, you can stop.